All right, good morning, everybody, and a warm welcome to this special session on QPFP Career Awareness and Demo Session. If you're able to hear me and see me, can you please type in your city name in the chat box, and then we'll get the ball rolling. May I request you all to put your hands on the keyboard and type out your city name on the chat. So we have, and when you're putting anything on the chat, please select panelists and attendees in the drop down, okay? So we have Rishit from Bharuch, we have Suren Bagh from Kolkata, Manoj from Mumbai, John Bosco from Mumbai, we have Akshay Kulkarni from Mumbai, Bandish Dodia from Mumbai, we have Janit from Thane, Manu from Hospet, Karnataka, okay. We have Sri Jaya from Kollam, Ojas from Nasik, John from Mumbai. All right, okay, let's see who else is here. Rajiv, Maya from Chandrapur, Sripal from New Delhi, Bandana from Kolkata, Rohit from Guwahati. Hi Rohit, good to see you. Devendra from Mumbai, and many more people. Welcome once again to Network FP's Career Awareness Program and Demo Session. So friends, my name is Sadiq Nilkund, and on behalf of the entire QPFP team, I sincerely thank you for taking our time for joining for this today's session. Okay, so how many of you have known Network FP for some time or completely fresh to Network FP? How many of you know about Network FP or don't know? Can you please type on chat box? I'd like to know how many of you are already knowing, so that I don't waste time around telling you about Network FP. But if you don't know, I would like to spend a little bit of time on Network FP and the work which we are doing for this amazing community of financial advisors and planners across India. Okay, Someshwar, I know. Okay, Vidut Doshi, I don't know. Janet says I don't know. Four says don't know. Okay, it looks like around 60-70% of you already know about Network FP. Some of you do not know. I'll spend maybe a little time on Network FP, not much of time on Network FP. So friends, allow me to quickly share my screen and get the ball rolling for today's session. Okay. So today's session is going to be about the career awareness. Okay. The career awareness program, and we'll also tell you about how you can benefit from the QPFP certification program and earn the right to call yourself as a qualified personal finance professional. Okay, so this is going to be like 60-70% educational, and then those of you who are interested in applying for QPFP program and in the module, get the module 1 free, you are welcome to continue for the rest of the program and see how you can be part of this program. So in the first place, I sincerely congratulate each one of you for being here today. If you have taken a time on a Saturday morning at 10 o'clock, and have invested in your career for your growth, that's the first point of progress. When you acknowledge that you want to learn something and you want to grow, that acknowledgement and taking out time and commitment for that learning and growth is the first point. And I would like to congratulate each one of you for being here today for the QPFP Career Awareness Program. And also thanks to each one of you for giving your time and deeming this session as valuable for you. Okay, so thank you so much. I really appreciate that. And the next 60 minutes of content and maybe 90 minutes of or maybe around 75 minutes of the entire session, I promise that it's going to be valuable for you and you're going to benefit from this particular program, irrespective of whether you decide to pursue QPFP or not. You will get value in the next 60 to 75 minutes. So what you'll get today, okay? So we are going to talk about the simple formula and the 3 secrets of building a fabulous financial advisory business profession practice. Okay, and this has been learned from over the last 15 years which I've been in this practice, by observing thousands of people in India and across who have been doing well and running a successful practice. So you'll be getting insights into that on how to build a very simple but very effective and scalable financial advisory practice here in India. That's what you'll be getting. And also after that, about QPFP and how you can apply and attend the 1 month of QPFP training program. That is module 1 month of training program for completely free. So that's what you'll be, that's what you can expect from today's session which you are attending. Okay, so I have a simple, some simple suggestions for you all to ensure that this next 60 minutes to 75 minutes is really valuable and you make the best out of it. Okay, one, please take out a pen and a notepad. Okay, please take out a pen and notepad. We believe that what you put down on in black and white stays with you for a longer time. And when you write something down, in fact, I have a habit of even marking. You see here, I read books and I have a habit of marking important things even in the book. Okay, and I believe that whatever you do with pen is it is actually more, you reflect more on it and you tend to remember more about that. Okay, so take a pen and paper and please be make sure that you are not disturbed. Don't do other things because we are delivering value and we want you to benefit from this particular session. Okay, so I would request you, if you have some other engagement, some other commitment in the next 75 minutes, I would request you to go ahead and do that. Okay, instead of having your mind and space in 2 things, better to do 1 thing and do it really very well. Okay, so that's my sincere request. And at the end of this session, I'll also be giving you a fabulous immediate free course, which obviously QPFP is one, but immediate free course which you can join and start benefiting from it like from today. Okay, that's a free gift for you, which I'll be sharing with you at the end of this program. Okay, So just to give you a quick glimpse about me, because you are going to be interacting with me for the next 1 hour, it's important that you know, and I know you and you know me, okay? So friends, I started my career with, during my MBA projects in 2004 in Pune. Okay, I was doing my MBA projects in leading banks of HDFC Bank and Citibank. My summers was in HDFC Bank and my winter project was in Citibank. Okay, this is where I was told to go and generate leads and make sales for some investment products, to be precise, for ULIPs. Okay, so I mean, being enthusiastic about this whole having got this such big brand names to do project with, I started my work. 2 months here, 2 months there. Okay, for the 2 months and 2 months, I went door to door, banging, going office to office, banging door to door, okay, in the industrial belt of Pune. And I couldn't make a single sale, not generate a single lead for my organization during that time. Okay, so this was the experience which put me to thinking, okay, I'm not that bad. I'm an average guy, but I'm not really that bad that I cannot make a single sale and generate a single lead. And that's how I started, exploring what really is the right way of doing financial advisory and giving products and recommending products. Okay, that's when I came across the concept of financial planning process and certified financial planner. And I said, this is it. That's what I think I would like to pursue and try if this is the right career for me. My journey started with financial planning in the winters of 2004, and with the exploration of financial planning process. Thereon, I went on to work with the India's organization which gives out a certification to certified financial planners, which is the Financial Planning Standards Board of India. I started my career with that. And since 2005, I have done nothing but actually helping financial advisors and consultants and professionals like you to build their practice, improve their career, and establish a wonderful career and practice for yourself and do good for clients. Okay, so that's my journey. I went on to work with Sykes and Ray as the head of financial planning department. And 2011 is when we started Network FP. Preeti, my wife, and I started this Network FP as an organization to help financial advisors with the right mindset and the right approach to growth and serving clients with ethics, connect with each other, learn from each other, and grow along the way. Okay, so last 10 years and 6 months, I've been doing this, and happy to say that this has grown into a fabulous organization with now 1,000 members, across 100 plus cities. And I'm sure some of you are aware about this and know about this and have been part of this journey. So that's about quick brief about me and how this whole thing has evolved. Now, quickly about Network FP, as I mentioned, we are into trainings, memberships, certification, continuous education, and events for financial advisors and distributors. Currently with 1,000 members across 100 plus cities, and over 300 QPFP certificates across the last 5 batches of QPFP certification program. And we must have done like not less than 500 events and programs in the last 10 years of our existence. We are also very well supported by the industry, be it the AMCs or the education institutions, or even the technology providers. They're all part of Network FP and participate in some of our events and forums in one or the other way. Now, this is our, the last event which we did in 2020, just before the pandemic started. This was attended by over 2,000 people from across India here in Mumbai. That was a physical event, the largest physical event for financial advisors here in India, which was done by us. This is our team, which is standing up there right on stage. I'll say this team is not Network FP's internal team. They are a part of our volunteers. Okay, Network FP is hugely run by volunteers and task forces, and and very well supported by internal team members of 13 people based out of Mumbai and now across India. So that's Network, and the theme which we had for that conference was Lead by Example. And our mission, friends, is now to help every Indian family has access, to ensure that every Indian family has an access to a competent and ethical professional like you who can help them achieve financial well-being. Okay, that's our mission, and we are always super excited about our mission because of the scale and the impact that our mission can have as a community. We can have on the entire society and the world. Now, coming to the core topic of the 3 simple secrets to becoming a successful financial advisor. Okay, what I'm going to be sharing is common sense. You know it, but what I observed is that people know it but do not follow it. They do not have a structure to this thinking. They know these things. It's floating around in all the in their minds here and there. They have heard about it here and there, but there is no structured way to think about it, strategize it, and put it into action. Okay, so that's what I'll be sharing with you for the next 20 odd minutes, and then we'll be moving on. Okay, so how many of you are keen to know these three simple secrets to becoming a successful advisor? Can you all please put it on chat? You'll say, bring it on, BIO. That's what we say at Network FP when we are super excited to learn. Can you say, bring it on? Bring it on the chat box. When you are selecting on the chat box, please select panelists and attendees, okay, always. John is excited. I'll say Vandana is excited. Abhijit is excited. Akshay is excited, okay. Ojas is excited. Maya, Manu is excited. Okay, how many? Who else? I want to make sure that you are fully in this and take the best 100% out of this session, okay. Manoj, Jigna, Satesh, Vidit. Okay, who else is excited? Shambhu is excited. Shambhu, Poti, Vinod, Vyas. Lovely, lovely. We have many more people. Thank you so much. I would really appreciate you if you participate in this session by being interactive, okay? Because it's only when you are interacting with me and you are deeply involved in the concepts and strategies which I'm sharing. Otherwise, the mind is really monkey mind. You know, all of us, we have a monkey mind. It keeps jumping from one place to another. So my humble request to all of you is to be here and take the full benefit out of it. Okay, so let's participate. Okay, let's commit to participating and taking the best out of this. So secret number one. So those of you if you have heard about this earlier, okay, every time, okay, many of the times I read, like for example, I must have read many of the books second time, third time, okay. So whenever I read the book second time and third time, or whenever I attend even some of the sessions, training sessions, which I personally undergo, I attend second time, third time, I always get new perspectives. Okay, the first time I attend, it's a kind of I get the base structure of it, but second time I attend, I get more deeper into the concepts and I start thinking more about it. So if you have heard about this concept, take your thinking and thought process to the next step around these strategies. Okay. Secret number one: work with 100 to 200 good families who trust you completely with 100% of their money matters. Okay. All you need to become a successful financial advisor is 100 to 200 good families. There is no need to have 500,000, 5,000, 10,000 families or clients. Just 100 to 200 good families. And frankly speaking, if you are an individual financial advisor and if you're doing comprehensive services and becoming a kind of personal CFO, this is your bandwidth. This is your upper ceiling. Okay, so 100 to 200 good families in this entire world. Can we not get 100 to 200 families who can, completely have blind faith in you? And that blind faith is bestowed on you not because you made some pitch or they're just it is because of the experience they have had with you, because of your competence, because of your integrity, that they are 100% trusting you and and going to sleep, sleep in peace because they have a trusted financial advisor like you. Okay, now let's see how to do it and what we mean more about this 100 to 200 good families. So when you want to work on 100 to 200 good families and 100% of their wallet share should be with you, it means that you want to be making sure that you are working and helping them with their income streams. Income streams is not always about just the career, from the employment or the business income which comes. Okay, there are many other income streams, the rental income, the investment income, and stuff like that. So you have a complete hang of the income, or you are able to guide people on the income streams, on the expenses, on the assets, and the liabilities. Okay, now if you imagine or you visualize the money life or the financial life of any individual and family, it has to revolve around these 4 pillars of personal finance: income, expenditure, assets, liabilities. And if you can master this and help your clients with these 4 pillars, you are managing 100% of their money. How many of you agree with this? The 4 pillars of personal finance, if you master this, you can actually have a complete control of your client's financial life. Are you able to understand the power of this simple slide? On the chat. 4 simple 4 pillars of personal finance. Is it making sense? Okay, so we want to be making sure that we are mastering these 4 pillars of personal finance is the first this. Okay, second, all the money that we have, I have, okay, my wife has, my family has, ultimately has to get consumed in this lifetime or conserved for next generation. There's no third use of money. So when we say consumed in this lifetime, it means that the money which I have, it needs to be utilized for my needs, wants, and dreams. And if anything is left, it needs to be given back, or it needs to be put across to as a legacy to my next gen. Okay. Now, once you master the previous slide, the second step to master is this slide. Okay. Understand the clients and the family so deeply that you are really aware about each and every penny, how it is being spent by the family, and is it being spent in the right way, and what are their needs in the future around wants and dreams, and how do you ensure that those needs and wants and dreams are fulfilled with all the money that they have. Okay, so the next step which we want to do is we want to be mastering the financial life goals pyramid with needs, wants, dreams, and legacy. Now it might look very simple, okay, but trust me, take my words, just to master these 2 slides, it might take a lifetime of yours. You can get so deep and deep and deep into this. It's like doing people do PhDs on human psychology. You can do PhD on just the money management with just these 2 slides. Okay, so but there has to be a starting point. We should not get overwhelmed with things. There has to be a starting point. Okay, so these 2 things are what we want to be mastering. Now, just to give you a glimpse of, just to give some statistics of how big is this marketplace. So people have money, and people have dreams and wants and goals. Now, how big is the market size for all of us? There are 3 crore families, friends, 3 crore families in India with an income of 10 lakh plus, which we believe is the ideal target market for human advisors. 10 lakh plus, either they have an income or they have an asset book of 10 lakh, investment asset of 10 lakh plus. Okay, now each one of us can serve not more than 100 to 200 families. Let's say an average of 150 families, which means that India needs 2 lakh professionals. 2 lakh professionals. And we believe and by professionals, I mean people who are really knowledge driven, who are process oriented, who are client centric, not the, just another LIC agent, not just another mutual fund distributor, not just another banker. Okay, there has to be a comprehensive way of managing personal finances of family. 2 lakhs. And we can be one of them. Okay, we can be one of those 2 lakhs who are catering to such kind of a marketplace with a comprehensive way. Just to give another statistic, mutual fund, many of us deal with mutual funds also. Okay, now mutual funds is expected to grow from, now this is 33 trillion, it is expected to grow to 100 trillion by 2025. Okay, and investors are expected to grow from 2 crore to 10 crore. So Once again, okay, what I want to be conveying with this slide is that never ever doubt your profession from here onwards. We promise not to doubt our profession from here onwards, because there is a need, there is a market. It's just that we have to prepare and cater to that need and market. How many of you agree with this? How many of you believe that there is no dearth of business and career potential? On the chat. And we agree, okay, we agree today. From this point onwards, it is 10:25. Today onwards, we'll never ever doubt about the potential and need of this profession. We will not doubt. How many of you promise that you're not going to doubt? Because many of the times what I've seen is that financial advisors always keep doubting the investors, the regulations, the marketplace, the consumers ऐसे है, investors ऐसे है, ready नहीं है, pay नहीं करते हैं, अरे यार इतना सब. No, you cannot doubt. You need to prepare. Okay, that's how the marketplace is. We need to come out with strategies and be prepared to cater. Okay, so that's the secret number one. So is this possible? Okay, secret number one. How many of you believe that this is possible for you? Possible. Just may on the chat say possible. We'll go one by one. Okay, I don't want to jump to the second one before showing you, or kind of you accepting that this is possible. Okay, if you have doubts, you need to like really think about it now and ask me now. Okay, this is possible. Okay, now how to get those 100 clients, how to get 200 clients, we can always cover it in a different session, but it is possible. Okay, good, very good. Thank you so much. Appreciate all the people who are participating on the chat. Really appreciate that. Now, second, deliver value. Secret number two, deliver value and earn a minimum revenue of 10,000 to 1 lakh rupees per client. How many of you know what is your revenue per client? How many of you know what is your average revenue per client? You either say yes or you say no. And it's okay to say no. I always believe that saying no is the starting point of any progress. Okay, if you don't know something, acknowledge it. That's it. It's okay. Okay. So friends, here it is. One, you need to go back and see what is your average revenue per client, because I believe that I have seen that many of us are doing some fabulous job, work super hard for our clients, but we really are not compensated for all the work which we do for our clients. We deserve to be well compensated for the experience, for the expertise, and for our ethics, and for also our commitment to the clients, to help our clients. Yes or no? If we need to be compensated well, we need to have the business numbers in place first. We need to have, along with being good with clients, doing a fabulous job for clients, we need to be business smart with our business numbers. Okay, and that's where this secret number two comes. Now, what is MRPC, minimum revenue per client? Okay, let me just quickly share with you. MRPC is a rough estimate of total revenue a financial advisor needs to earn from a client per year to make it underline the word economically viable relationship. What's the point of doing a 5,000 rupees SIP and you're earning 500 rupees? Or let's say 6,000. How much do you earn on a 5,000 rupees SIP? 500 per a year? I'm just asking, okay? So my point is that you need to make sure that from each client you need to be earning at least 10,000 minimum. So you need to build a strategy. I'm not saying that you need to earn 10,000 minimum from day one. You need to be earning minimum 10,000 in a year. Or if not in the first year, at least in the next 2-3 years. And that 10,000 can go up to 1 lakh rupees. So many of the financial advisors would have their minimum revenue per client anywhere. Any of the good financial advisors I've seen anywhere from 10,000 to 1 lakh is the range which I've seen. Okay, they cater to this select 100 to 200 clients, and they say that they are earning around 10,000 to 1 lakh rupees. Okay, So just to give you some quick, these are from some of the leading financial advisors, what they said when I asked them about what about their MRPC. My focus is, let's say this one. To start with, we don't see any minimum investment of client, but generally we aim to reach break-even level within 1 or 2 years of client relationship. To be specific, we aim and target for rupees 25 lakhs assets under advice per family, which can generate at least 15,000 to 25,000 rupees of trade. Is this making sense? Is MRPC making sense to you? Are you getting the concept of MRPC? On the chat. Yeah. So let's go back to our desk, check our own set of clients. What is it that we are earning, and how is it that we can earn a minimum revenue per client going forward? That's the whole idea of MRPC, friends. And many people really don't know about this because they're crazily running after, just having more number of folios and more number of SIP counts. This is good for the product manufacturer, okay, but is it good for you? You need to have a clear, if that might be good for you, but if that is when you have a strategy in place. Okay, this is how my SIP book will come. This is how I'll service. There's a cost to service also. Okay, another thing. Okay, let me ask you this: do you know your cost of client acquisition? Do we know the cost of client acquisition? There's a cost to your time. What is your per hour cost? Have we calculated our per hour cost? We are supposed to be financial professionals. So if we do not know what is our per hour cost, how will we come out with, okay, ultimately we are selling time for our customers. If we do not know our per hour cost, how will we know about what's the revenue which we need to be earning from the client? How will we know that what is the break-even point? How will we know that if we do not know the cost of acquisition, how will we know that each client is profitable or not profitable to us? Okay, so friends, it's okay. Unfortunately, we have never been trained. We have never been oriented towards this way of thinking, because always we have been taught by the industry about two things. One is products and second is sales. We have not been taught about any third thing. How good is their product, and how do you sell that product? That's what we have been taught in this industry. Either you come in as a life insurance agent, or you come in as a mutual fund distributor, or you come in as a stockbroker. Now is the time for us to think about our practice as a profession and value our time and position ourselves as professionals in front of our clients. Is it making sense? So here it is. Okay, so what is the minimum you need to be earning? You have three costs. Okay, you have direct cost, which is your own time. Suppose you are suppose in general the per hour cost which you have seen in this industry is anywhere between 500 to 5,000 rupees. Okay, and if you're spending, suppose say your per hour cost is 1,500 rupees, and you are spending 8 hours per client in a year, it means that you need to have a minimum revenue of 12,000 rupees from that client. That's the direct cost. Indirect cost, you need to invest in technology, you need to invest in operations, staff, office, knowledge upgradation. Even if you're working from home office, there is a cost attached to your home office. You have invested in your home, or you're paying rent for your home. Then you should make some margin. Why do you make margin? You make margins so that you are able to grow in the future. You are able to invest in new technology. You are able to invest in tech team. You are able to face emergencies in future. What if there is a down? What if the Sensex falls from 52,000 to 28,000 once again, and you have a slump for a year in your practice? What will you do? We need to just the way we tell our clients to prepare for emergencies. As a businessman, as an entrepreneur, also we need to be prepared for the emergencies. That's why we need to create margins. Is this making sense? Okay, so if all this is making sense, where will this money come from? The money will come from commissions, fees, and commissions or fees. Doesn't matter how it comes. What matters is we are delivering 4x or more value than what we are earning. That's a simple rule of business. That's the simple rule of business. We are delivering 4x or more of whatever we earn. Whether we earn 10,000, whether we earn 50,000 or 1 lakh, doesn't really matter. The point that matters is we are delivering 4x or more for what we earn. Be transparent and deliver value and be unbiased. This is a simple revenue model per family. These are the various ways in which you can earn from insurance, from mutual funds, from financial plan, from other products and services. Ultimately, it has to come anything around 10,000 plus per se. Applying basic rules, money value of time. Okay, we have heard about time value of money. What about money value of your time? That is per hour cost. Return on time invested. You're spending 2 hours on a client. How much is it that you're getting from that client? Profit with purpose. We need to have purpose, ideal purpose, and make sure that we are, we are also making profit over and above that purpose. You can take the screenshot of this if you wish to. That's perfectly fine. Okay, so is this possible for you? Do you think this is possible for you to deliver value and earn minimum 10,000 for just 100 to 200 clients? You know, on the chat box, you'll say yes, possible. How to earn? What are the various services and all those things will come to it. Okay, cool. How is it going so far? Are you benefiting from this session? Are you benefiting from this session? Would you like to know the secret number 3? All right, super cool. Let's go to secret number 3. Retain your clients and serve them for a lifetime. Year on year. Okay, retain your clients for lifetime and serve them year on year. We should not be having transactional relationship. Transactional relationship is this, okay? You want a policy? Okay, take the policy. You want to start a SIP? You take this SIP. You want a, let's say, a post office product? You take this. You want a bond? You take this. No, that's transactional. What we want is the client should come to us and we should be with the client for the next, on a minimum side, 3 years, and on an ideal side, 30 years. Imagine this, okay? Imagine this. I want you all to really put yourself into the imagination, okay? And close your eyes and tell this to yourself. Imagine please close your eyes. You're sitting in front of your client. Close your eyes. Trust me, this is very powerful, okay? Close your eyes. Imagine sitting in front of your client and sitting in front of your ideal client. Just imagine that one client, give him a name. He's sitting in front of you. Imagine telling this to him or her. Sir, I want to work with you till the time either you are alive or I am alive. How powerful is that? I want to work with you till the time either you are alive or I am alive. That approach will change your business forever, will change your career forever. Is this making sense? Do you think this is a powerful way of just thinking? It's how to build strategies around that is a different ball game. But it's approach, attitude, and thinking that makes all the change. So if we want to be doing that, how do we do that? Okay, let's see. So we want to be creating a one-stop solution. The client should not be going anywhere else for anything related to his personal finance. He wants to invest, we are there. He wants to take insurance, we are there. He wants to a loan, we are there. He wants guidance on will and estate and trust and tax, we are there. And we do not have to do everything ourselves. We don't have to do everything ourselves. Remember that we always have an option to do tie-ups, collaborations, and outsource. But the client should say, Srijaya, you are my personal financial advisor. Manoj, you are my advisor, and I don't want to go anywhere else. Please do this for me. Can you do this for me? Are you getting that? Ashutosh, John, Manoj, you should be the you should be the central point of their money world. How do we do that? We do that by offering various products and services. Okay. As I said again, we don't have to do everything ourselves. We can outsource, tie up, and collaborate to be able to offer all these things, or at least guide them to do it themselves, which we are not dealing with. For example, many of the financial advisors guide their clients to do NPS, although they are not doing NPS themselves. But the client wants it, so I better have the knowledge and the ways of making helping my client to do it. Once again, after serving all this, we should be able to cater to each and every of their need, want, dreams, and legacy for now and in future. So that's why this mastering the 4 pillars and mastering these 4 levels of pyramid is the ultimate knowledge base of a financial advisor. And you can do a PhD on these 2 slides, one each, in fact. Okay, that's how deep you can go into these slides. Okay. Now, is this possible? Do you want to make this happen? Do you want to work with your clients? In the first place, do you believe in this? And do you want to work with your clients for a lifetime and serve them year on year? Yeah, making sense? Cool, good. So, just to recap, okay, here are the 3 secrets. Take a screenshot of this if you wish to, okay? Work with 100 to 200 clients. Earn a minimum of 10,000 rupees or more from each client and retain your clients for lifetime. This is a simple 3 secrets. However simple it might be, it will take time for you to master this, practice it, and master it, and really benefit from this, okay? But the starting point of this result is knowing it, which you have known today, okay? And how these 3 things fit into our overall blueprint, okay? At Network FP, we have a 9-step blueprint for becoming a successful financial advisor. How many of you have seen this before? Has anybody seen this before? If not, just take a screenshot of this. This is another 1-hour session, frankly speaking, okay? The 9-step blueprint. But know that we have covered the 3 steps of this: acquire, deliver, and retain. Acquire, deliver, and retain. Other steps we cover in the QPFP program and other programs of us as such. Okay, you might want to take a screenshot of this if you wish to. Now here is a simple formula. Okay, simplest formula. We have just culled down the entire financial advisory practice into this formula: number of clients into earning per client into retention. Is this simple? Simple to understand, at the very basic level. The majority of the problem arises when you do not have clarity on what to do. When you have clarity, you are excited and you are supercharged up to start working and taking actions. Is this clear and simple? Type on the chat, clear and simple. Do you think you can make it happen? Clear and simple. Everybody on the chat, I want to be sure that you have benefited from the session. And when you benefit, when things are clear and simple, you take actions. I love that ad of samajh aata hai to maza aata hai to samajh aata hai, of Vedanta, I think. Okay? So I hope you understood so that you are able to benefit from this and take actions around this. Okay. All right, so this is what we believe in, okay? If you have understood that, this is what we believe in. Every family would like to work with a professional the day when they can find one, they can trust one, and they can afford one. Unfortunately, the larger public is not able to find that one person. How many of you agree with this? Every family, okay? Every family. That they need to just find one, ये बंदा मेरे लिए सोचता है, ये बंदा ट्रस्टवर्दी है, ये बंदे के पास नॉलेज है, या बंदी के पास नॉलेज है. And here, friends, today we are here to make sure that each one of us are that one person. How many of you want to be that one person? How many of you on the chat? How many of us want to be that one person that every family would like to work with? Okay. So with that, friends, I would like to get into the QPFP certification steps and standards. Okay. This is something, this is a certification program which has been developed more with heart than with mind. Okay. There's a lot of passion and, passion, ethics, and enthusiasm which has gone into developing this QPFP certifications program. It started 5 years back, although we have been existing for the last 10 years. We started QPFP 5 years back. We have done 5 batches, amazing results, amazing feedback. And here it is. We would like to share with you how you can become a QPFP certificate and call yourself proudly that one qualified personal finance professional. I wish to have your permission to share with you what is QPFP certification and how you can benefit from this and apply and get the module 1 free. Can I have your permission, please? May I have your permission, please, to share with you what is QPFP, what are the standards, how you can be that one person, and also, attend start attending the program. Thank you so much, Kavita, Hiral, Varsha. Appreciate your this. Ashutosh, Manoj, good. Hiral, thanks a lot. Om Jaiswal, Sachin, lovely. Thank you so much. So here it is, friends. We will be now spending next 15 minutes on QPFP. Before I share with you about QPFP, I want to give you all a free gift, okay, which is, just a minute, allow me to quickly share this. Okay, here is a free gift for you, okay, for being so patient. I really appreciate that. Those of you who would like to join our course, 31 actions for 31 actions. Okay, 31 action. Would you be able to? Okay, here it is. Dipin has shared the link. Okay, here is the link. You will be getting 31 mails for the next 31 days on how to build a great practice. Okay, and many of the concepts covered will be broken down into sub-concepts, some more concepts around team, technology, processes, and all that has been covered. Over 2,500 people have already joined this program. Okay, how many of you would like to join this program? It's an email course. Okay, it's an email course. It's a very light read. You just need 2 to 3 minutes. It's 2 to 3 minutes per day. Okay, Sachin, can you please select panelists and attendees and then share your experience? Okay. Okay, so many of you are already getting it. Those of you who wish to get it, please come on. Okay, we'd be happy to have you, and that will be really very nice to have you. Okay, so let's move on. Those of you who'd like to join, please join in, and others we can move on. So the QPFP certification, I request you all to trust the process and enjoy this journey. It's going to take 6 months, okay, before you can call yourself a qualified personal finance professional. So it's going to be rigorous, and because it is rigorous, because it is disciplined, the outcome is also amazing. What you're going to become in next 6 months, you will not believe yourself what you're gained. Okay, that's the kind of amazing journey plus discipline which we put into the QPFP candidates. Okay, so that's the process. Now here are the 6 steps. We start with the application, which we'll do today. Okay, we'll start with applying for the QPFP program if eligible. Go on to completing your education for the next 6 months. We'll take the examinations along the way, topic tests, module exams, and final exam. Meet the experience criteria if you do not have it yet. Either you already have it or you do not have it, but we meet the experience criteria, sign ethics, and then we get the certification. Okay, these are the 6 steps of QPFP certification program. So I'll take you through each one of them very quickly. Step number 1 is you should have completed your graduation in any stream and passed any one industry examination. How many of you have already passed? How many of you meet this eligibility criteria? On the chat box, say, I am eligible. On the chat box, say I am eligible if you are a graduate, plus you have any one industry exam like NSM 10A, 10B, 5A, 5B, AMFI, IRDA, or any of the modules. Okay. So those of you who are eligible, we go on to the next step. Okay. Many of you are eligible. Those of you are eligible, we go to the next step. The next step is to complete 100 hours of education program, which will happen every single Saturday, live plus recordings. It doesn't matter what is more comfortable to you, you can attend that. Okay, both are equally effective. What we have seen in the past is some people do it live, 50% of them do it live, 50% of prefer to attend the recordings. Okay, it's spread across 100 hours, 5 modules, and I'll be taking you through the complete curriculum after this. Okay, so it starts with core foundations, goes on to building the solutions, products expertise, consultancy process, and best practices. Okay, it's very well researched and based on the practical needs. What you need, what you really need when you sit in front of your client is covered in our program. Okay, we have then examinations. There are topic tests every single week. There are module examinations after each module, and then there's a final examination with the mock examination. Okay, over a period of 6 months and 7 months, you will actually be attempting 1,000 questions. 1,000 questions which are practical, which will put you into a real life scenario. And we at QPFP, we are really not afraid about exams. Many of them come to the QPFP because they are not given examinations. They must have given examination 10 years back, 15 years back. But when you come to QPFP, you start saying, I love exams. Okay, so we have super fun in learning and testing ourselves. Okay, so that's examination. Then we have the experience part. You need to have 1 year of experience either before either as self-employed or as employed, or you can do it after the certification, after the program also. Those of you who are new in the industry, you can complete it during the program or after the program, but majority of you, I'm sure you already have experience in the personal finance space as a mutual fund professional or a insurance professional. Okay, Manoj, I'll take the questions at the end. I'll take all the questions. If I can request you all to keep asking the question, but I'll take up each of the questions after the session is over. Okay, soon after the session is over, we'll have a good Q&A around all the questions. But I know that I'm reading your questions. I'll take them at the end. Okay, somebody has asked about fees. Somebody has asked about the examination centers and all that stuff we'll cover. Okay, now step number 5 is agree to follow ethics. Ethics at heart is the core of QPFP. Client first is the core of QPFP. Okay, so we agree to follow these ethics. What does ethics mean at Network FP and QPFP? Ethics means I will be an expert in my field. I will maintain transparency. I'll be holistic in my offerings to the client. I'll maintain integrity. I'll always have client first. I'll think of client first before my own interest. I'll provide solutions and not be a product pusher. That's ethics at heart. And this is the promise which we make to the public. How many of you think ethics at heart makes actually business sense? Do you think ethics is a good, it's actually good. So many of us might think of it as philosophical, but it is not philosophical. It is business. Right? So that's ethics at heart, point number 5. And then we get awarded with QPFP certification, which you can proudly, start using the QPFP logo, put up these frames in your office space, and you can also start, using it on your various promotional material and use the designation qualified personal finance professional. I'll be sharing with you the public directory also on which you'll get listed. Okay. Okay, so that's the 6 steps. Okay, so how many of you are ready for this journey? How many of you are ready for the journey of 6 steps of QPFP? Okay, and it's an enjoyable journey. I can tell you that much. We enjoy every single Saturday, like really, and we enjoy as well as we have fun and we learn and with a commitment for growth. Okay, so let's move to the next step. So what are our promises to the public and professionals? So the promise which we make to the public is that every QPFP follows this ethics. And this is why you need to be working with a QPFP professional. We first tell the public why they need to manage their money well. If they have to manage their money well, they should be working with a professional. If they want to be working with a professional, the best way is to work with a QPFP professional who follows all these things and has done all these things. Okay, that's our simple message to the public. And then to the professionals, what we promise is, if you follow all the things which we are telling at QPFP, okay, you're going to do good for your clients. You're going to earn well, and we are going to be happy. There's no way that you can fail after doing all the things which we are telling you to do at QPFP. There's just no way. And each and every one of us who are in this profession business are here to do these just three things. He's Mr. Nick Moray. Nick Moray is my favorite thought leader for financial advisors. He says that each one of us are here for only three things: do good for our clients, to earn well for ourselves, and be happy doing both. Is there anything else which you want? Frankly speaking, tell me. If you get these three things, are you happy? Are you going to be happy? Is this making sense to you? Yeah, friends, the art of anything is, boiling down everything into some simple steps and strategies. Okay, so this is our promise, QPFP promise to the professionals, all of you. Okay, so friends, here you are invited to join the next batch of QPFP starting on July 31st, 2021. And then get onto the journey of doing good for your clients and earning well for yourself. So I'll be taking you through a little bit more about these things. Okay, what is the QPFP curriculum? Just allow me to quickly share these things. In the next 5 minutes, we'll finish up. Okay, so just quickly, okay, let me take you through the brochure, and we'll be sharing with you this brochure. If I may request team to share this brochure even on the WhatsApp group, that will be good. Quickly, whatever I have not covered, I'll try and cover this here. Okay, this is all fine. Okay, I have spoken about the steps and standards. The education, the trainers will be from across India. You can sit at the comfort of your home and office and attend this. We lay down good guidelines, rules for how to attend and make sure that your online sessions are useful. Okay, so you'll be getting a set of guidelines on how to have impactful learning during this next 6 months. Okay, so that's and these are the trainers. Okay, the trainers who are part of QPFP, they are who's who of this industry. Okay, many of them are coming on media. They have written books. They are coming in newspapers. They come on television channels. Like, for example, Kiran Telang, she's the author of a book. Harsh Rungta comes on Business Standard every week. Amit Trivedi, author of 4 books. Pratibha, Nisha, they come on television shows. Rohit Shah, okay, all these are who's who of the industry who have come together and said, okay, we are doing well, but now we want to groom the next generation, and we are here to contribute. Tell us how we can contribute. Okay, so take the benefit of being connected. More than learning, just getting inspired from such people is a great, it will push you into next momentum. The inspiration which we get from people around us, the right people around us, puts us into the next momentum, next level of momentum. Okay, so be inspired and benefit from their knowledge. Okay, so what is the curriculum? The curriculum starts with core foundations of professional success, which you can get for complimentary. This is the complete module 1. It will be complimentary for you. It will cover majorly the mathematics, the financial mathematics, and give you a overview of how things work in this industry and what are the finer elements for your success as well as your client success. We always work and think from the client's perspective. If clients are doing well, we will do well. What is good for the clients is good for our firm and us. That's what will be getting covered in the core foundations. Second is designing solutions. Solutions, we cover the various, right from retirement, investment, taxes, children's education, wills and estate, capital gains, asset classes, behavioral finance, life planning, risk management. All these things get covered in the second module. Then we go on to products. Irrespective of whether you offer these products or not, know that the clients expect you to have knowledge around all the products. So we cover all the things which fall into the financial products, right from insurances to mutual funds to PMS to small case bonds, debentures, everything. Okay, that's what gets covered in the module 3. Module 4 is the process. We want to make sure that we are delivering services in a very standardized and the most efficient way. That's why we cover processes. There's a standard 6-step process which we cover, and client management, global best practices, right from client coaching, acquisition, servicing, and engagement, the softwares and technologies you should use, the industry regulations. And then we go on to doing the entire examination with mock exams, final exams, and then the convocation ceremony. How many of you think this is a useful curriculum for you? You think how many of you feel that this is a comprehensive curriculum? Just on the chat say comprehensive. Is this a comprehensive curriculum? So this is what we'll be covering over the next 6 months across 100 hours in 25 weeks, 4 hours per week. Okay, so that's the curriculum. And also you get coaches. So there is group coaching. What we believe in is we want to help you implement the learnings, not just dump you with concepts. We want you to implement things, and that's why the coaches are there who will be guiding you and whom you can reach out to for absorbing things from the sessions and putting them in your real life practice with your clients and in your practice. That's what is the role of the QPFP coaches. So you get, once you complete this, you get the QPFP logo, which you can use in both the digital world and physical world. The fees for the program is 8,450 plus taxes per module. 8,450 plus taxes, that comes to 9,971 per module. And you can pay this in installments. The first installment is waived off for Network FP Pro members, CFP certificates, the nominees of Pro members, and nominees of QPFP certificates. How many of you fall into this category? Either you are a Pro member, CFP, or nominee of one of these people. How many of you fall into this? Okay, many of you. Okay, cool, good. Thank you so much. So you can avail of this first installment free offer, and then you can proceed further with the second installment and stuff like that. Okay. So in this program fee, everything is included. Okay. Right from education, the examination first attempts, the courseware, the templates. Another beautiful thing about QPFP is the ProTools templates. Okay. These are amazing stuffs. Our people swear by our ProTools templates. Okay. And they are really popular. Every single session, we also teach ProTools. Like, for example, there are ProTools called as, let's say we have a will draft. Okay. We have a will draft. We have one-page financial plan, life insurance calculator, emergency fund calculator. We have SIP calculators, mutual fund whitelist trackers, employee benefits calculator, fact sheet evaluation tool. We have business numbers. We have family organizer, money organizer, client goal matrix. These are some amazingly good tools in the form of Excel templates and Word templates, which you'll be getting. Okay, so that is what I wanted to share, friends. And with that, we'll come to the end of this. How many of you now? This is the login which you'll be getting, just to share with you. And if you apply now, you'll be getting the module 1 free. The module 1 starts from July 31st with the orientation program. Will go until August 7, 14, 21st, 28, and September 4th. We'll be having the module 1 examination. So the complete module 1 you'll be getting free of cost. So quickly checking with you all. Okay, how many of you would like to avail of this benefit? Okay, let me just quickly check with you. How many of you would like to apply for QPFP program and attend module 1 free offer valid for the first 500 applications. Next batch starting on July 31st, 2021. Would you like to pursue, get onto this journey of 6 months? Would you like to try it for 1 month? Would you like to learn from the best of the experts? And would you like to have those Pro Tools, the sessions, the right way of thinking, the right way of implementing, getting help from your coaches? Would you like to get all this and get onto a journey and have a transformation in your career? Okay, many of us are stuck with many of the things, with things which you have learned in the past and things really not moving anywhere. Okay, we want clarity in the way we think and in the way we implement. Okay, our time is more important than anything. So we want to learn the most efficient strategies to build a great practice and career. So can I request you all to quickly take this poll, which is flashing on your screen? Would you like to apply and get module 1 free? I'll be sharing with you right away how do we apply this thing, apply and get the things moving. Okay. I'm still exploring, or I'm interested. No, that's fine, whatever it is. So 5, I'm closing the poll. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let me end the poll. All right, good, thank you. Now, friends, before I take on, now we'll get on to the Q&A. I want to share one. This is like really amazing success formula. Okay, take a screenshot of this if you wish to. Dan Sullivan is my favorite entrepreneur coach. Okay, he's world's greatest coach for entrepreneurs. Okay, and he has taught me this formula. I learned this from him. Everything starts with commitment. That I want to do this, no matter what. Karna hai to karna hai. That is commitment. When we have this commitment, it gives us courage. Boss, if I have to do it, I have to gather courage to figure out ways to do it. Karna hai to karna hai. के बाद आता है डर के आगे जीत है. And then you start building capabilities. Okay, I need to do this. I need to meet this goal. I need to go to this destination. I need to fulfill my vision or mission, whatever it is. Then we start figuring out how do we build capabilities. Okay, I need to learn these skills. I need to learn this knowledge. I need these people. All these are capabilities. When you have capabilities, skills, people, knowledge around you, you build confidence. अभी मैं कुछ भी कर सकता हूँ. But everything, abhi main kuch bhi kar sakta hu. When that confidence comes, you are on your greatest ever journey of your life. But everything starts with commitment. Karna hai to karna hai. How many of you agree to this? How many of you are able to relate to this? Karna hai to karna. Just type on the panelists. Karna hai to karna hai. It's whenever I say this, I learned from Pawan Agrawal, who is the CEO of Dabbawalas. Okay, those of you who know the Mumbai Dabbawalas. Okay, those people have this mantra. Karna hai to karna hai. Come what may, we will deliver the dabbas on time every time. And whenever I listen this and say this to myself, I get goosebumps. Okay, karna hai to karna hai. Okay, let's get on to that with that enthusiasm. Let's start the journey, and I promise you on the behalf of entire team, task force, volunteers, the trainers, coaches, that this is going to be the best ever journey of your life, professional journey of your life for the next 6 months, along with the transformation which you'll experience in the next 6 months. Okay, so those of you who are keen to get started, I request you and invite you to apply for the module 1. In the meanwhile, we'll take up questions. So many of you have been asking questions. I'm happy to take up all the questions that you have in the next 10 minutes or so. Okay, so how many of us are going to apply now and get started? And may I request Dipin to share the link, and just to share with you quickly, how do we apply? Okay, you go to the QPFP website, you go to the apply now. I'll be sharing this link also with you right now. Okay, so fill in the details, pretty much self-explanatory. What is important is you need to be putting in the graduation which you have completed, because that's the eligibility criteria. Also put in which of the industry exam you have completed. Okay, which of the industry exam you have completed, because that is another eligibility criteria for us to process your application and approve it. Then, are you willing to spare 4 to 6 hours per week? That's a requirement. What is your goal, career goal? Okay, and what are your expectations from the program? It's very important for us to understand who you are and what are your expectations from us. Okay, please share that in a short way. And then if you are a nominee, if you're being nominated by somebody, or tell us how you are getting, how you are eligible for to get the module 1 free, or if you're nominated by somebody, mention the name, number, email ID of the nominee of the person who is nominating you. Okay, and then submit these documents. If you have these documents ready, upload them now, like the graduation certificate, passing certificate, photo ID proof, and photograph and stuff like that. If you do not have them ready right now, you can always you can submit the application form and then send the documents by email to Ruchika on qpfp@networkfp.com. Okay, so that's the application process, and you can get the things moving immediately and reserve your seat. Okay, so allow me to take questions now. Allow me to take questions. Which whatever questions you have, you can put it on either the question Q&A, or you can put it in the chat, whichever ways. Okay, both are fully fine. And those of you who asked the questions earlier, I would request you to ask them again, because we have the chat timeline has gone ahead, so I need to see them again. Okay, so question number 1 is this. Let's take question number 1. I comply with condition 2, but not 1. Is it possible to get admitted? Ashutosh, graduation is compulsory. Graduation is compulsory. You should have completed your graduation, and you need to submit the. You need to be submitting the proof of your graduation, the passing certificate of your graduation. That's the standards of QPFP. We cannot play around with standards. You would have to excuse us there, please. Question number 2, even if I have applied and filled the form, I have completed FCHC, I am eligible for module 1 free. Someshwar, you just need to put in, do you know any pro member? Do you know any pro member or QPFP? Just see that, you speak to some pro member or QPFP and say that, please nominate me, and take his or her name in the form. That is all you need to be doing. Okay, I hope that answers. So you can get module 1 free, just that we have 1,000 members. They go and check out the list and see whom you know, and speak to him or her and say that, please, can you nominate me, and take his or her name in the form. Sri Jaya is asking, is there any age limit? Sri Jaya, there is no age limit to learning. You're welcome. Someshwar, Mr. Vaidyanathan is a very good dear friend of mine. Please go and just tell him that I'm putting your name in the nomination form. Okay, and then put the name. Good. So many of you would be knowing. Some of the other Maya Nandkarni is asking, isn't this part similar to advisory role, and won't we need to be SEBI's registered advisor as well? Maya Nandkarni, very good question. So please understand that licenses are different from certifications. What CFP does, what CFA does, what QPFP does are certifications. MFD is a license, IRDA is a license, RIA is a license. So don't confuse certifications with licenses. Okay, so even if you are a CFP, CFA, QPFP, you still have to go and apply for RIA license. I hope that's clear, Maya. Any other question? Manoj is, I have applied during the previous session. I haven't received any confirmation mail. I'm not a nominee of any QPFP pro member. Still, Manoj, can you please speak to one of the pro member or QPFP or a CFP? Because that's the eligibility criteria to get to get the module 1 free. Okay, because see, it's because our pro members and QPFP, they're the ones who have experienced network FP over a period of time, and that's why we are giving this module 1 free to them and their nominees. Okay, so just look up the list and speak to one of them, and I'm sure anybody and everybody will. So in that way, you can also check whether this is good or not. Should I do this or not? Okay, you can also get a first-hand feedback about network FP and QPFP from the existing pro members and QPFP certificates. So Manoj, even if you want, you just ask my team member, and they will be happy to give you some referral name with whom you can call, and you can put his or her name. Okay. Any other questions? Okay. Let me just see. Class time. Okay. So Saurin is asking, what is the class time? The class times are 9:30 to 1:30 every Saturday. 9:30 to 1:30 every Saturday live, and the recordings are uploaded on the same day, which means that you can watch the recording anytime from Sunday to next Saturday. So you have a one full week, even if you miss the live session. So what we have seen is that 50% of the candidates prefer to attend live, and we have seen another 50% of candidates attending recordings, and both are equally effective in our case. Okay, just to show you how the recordings will be given to you, let me show you how the recordings are given to you. This is very neatly categorized, indexed. You get the whole recordings as a nice courseware, which you can get access to and start. Okay, can you see this is the recordings and the recordings material of last batch. We started with week 1. Okay, every session, every pro tool, quiz, the test, week 4, week 5, week 6, all sessions are put up here. So it's very neatly categorized. You can go one by one. Okay, so that's how things will be happening. Next question, please. Allow me to take questions one by one. Class time has been shared. I had registered on 12 June, but did not receive. Okay, Deepak, your confirmation is done. Okay, if you filled the form, you can always check with Ruchika. But once the form is submitted, that screens come, right? There's a screen which comes soon after you submit. If that has come, it means that this has confirmed. What we are now in the process is checking each and every applications and the documents. You'll get the confirmation from our side soon after this. Okay, soon after our application processing is over. But you are on if you have got a screen after submission. Ajay Singh is asking, I joined late. Requested to brief the features of program again and duration and free part as well. Ajay, that's not. It's not possible to explain the entire thing again. What you can do is you can go through the website. Okay, you can go through the website. The entire. Okay, this is another thing I'll share with you some other time. You can go through the QPFP website. I'm sharing the website with you. You can, and we'll also be sharing the brochure on the WhatsApp. Okay, the QPFP brochure will also be shared on WhatsApp, so you can go through that. What else? So let's take questions. We have quite a lot of questions coming in. I'll take each and every questions before we wind up. Okay, no worries. Manini Gupta is asking, other than fees, does we have to pay for the certificate also? Manini, yes, the certification charges are 8,450 plus taxes, but that is optional. Okay, see, both examination and the certification is optional, and even the membership. Okay, so it's up to you whether if you see value in that, you apply for it. If you don't see value in that, you don't apply for it. But what I can tell you from our side is whatever we charge, we deliver 4x. Whatever money we charge, we deliver value for whatever we are charging, and more than whatever you are paying us. Okay, that's something which I can promise you, and it's optional. It's not something which you have to do. How does QPFP compare with CFP and SEBI guidelines for RI? So Pramod, there are two questions in this one question. So allow me to take these two questions separately. QPFP versus CFP. Now, just to share with you, QPFP and CFP, my background has been CFP, frankly speaking, okay? So I'll not put down CFP just because I want to place QPFP above anybody else. I think each one of us have our own strengths. In fact, 30% of our QPFP certificates had already done CFPs, and then they did QPFPs, which they found it to be very, very practical. Okay, CFP is deeply academic. Okay, it has a very good academic coverage, whereas QPFP is very, very practical. QPFP has just kind of researched and put into place what really happens between you and your client. That is the thing which you have brought into the classroom. Okay, so one, it is very practical. Second, we have these ProTools, which are like plug and play, ready to use templates, which you can use, which I don't think so any other certification program has. And also you might want to see the cost structure. CFP costs almost double of of QPFP. So, and also the trainers, okay? The trainers of QPFP are all practitioners. There are no academicians in QPFP, okay? You are learning how to run the practice, what to do with clients from the people who are doing it actually. And that is not 1, 2, 3%, from 30 people. And there's one centralized coordinator who ensures that everything is neatly strung like a necklace of pearls. Okay, so that's about QPFP. With due respect, you have to check out what CFP has got to offer. I don't think so CFP is anything less than us, nor we are anything less than CFP. Okay, CFP and QPFP has its own both strengths. You need to check the trainers, the curriculum, the ProTools, and the pedagogy of delivery, and check it for yourself, which is good for you. And coming to RI guidelines, so if you want to become an RIA, the best way according to us is to do NISM 10A, 10B. Very economical, very easy, instead of doing any other certification program. That's our belief system. Could you nominate me, sir? Manoj, when will I receive confirmation mail for the course? Okay, Manoj, no problem. Just speak to Ruchika and say that yeah, I have nominated you. Okay, should not be a problem. Deepak is asking, hello Sadik, I had registered on June 12th, but not received. Deepak, you can speak to Ruchika, but know that it is if you have submitted form, it is under process. Samir Desai has introduced me. Very good. Okay, thank you, Manu. Okay. Module exams and the final exams will be happening in an online way, in the proctored way. Okay, we do a online remote supervision of final examination. So from the comfort of your home or office, you can take this examination. Is QPFP a lifetime certification, or do we need to renew it periodically? Or just you need to renew it periodically, because see, things keep changing. There is a continuous education system which QPFP follows. We to maintain your certification, you need to fulfill 26 education points per year. Okay, and everything that has been done, every policy which has been put in place, every standard which has been put in place is with a purpose. Okay, and we haven't found any kind of complaint so far about why this much, why so much. Ultimately, we have to keep the consumer in mind, your clients in mind, the public in mind, and prepare our candidates thinking about the public, consumer, and investors in mind. Okay, so that's how the entire thinking is. Any other question? Will upload certificate later, but unable to submit. John, that is perfectly fine. Okay, that's perfectly fine. You can submit the documents later, but you can fill the application form right now. I've applied for QPF. Okay, is authenticated? Okay. Sachin, this is a certification by Network FP, and we believe that whatever is valuable to you, what is recognized by consumers, is the ultimate recognition by consumers, and the industry is the ultimate recognition. Okay, so if you want to do be a MFD, do NISM 5A. If you want to do RIA, do your NISM 10A10B. Okay, you don't need to do just the QPFP to be a MFD or RIA. Okay, QPFP is a transformational, life-changing certification program. Okay, it's not supposed to be. It has not been designed to give you some license. Okay, to do license, you have much more economical and much more easier paths than this. You pay 2,000 rupees, you get your MFD 5A, and you pay another 2,000 rupees, you get 10A, 10B. Okay, so let's not confuse these two things. I applied. How long will it take to get the confirmation? George, we'll be confirming anytime before July 21st. Okay, July 21st, and that should be the confirmation timeline. Any other questions you have? Otherwise, we will be winding it up here. Okay, so let me just check how many of you have applied, and you are here. Okay, cool, good. So I would request you all to get on to the application form and finish this application, and let's get on to the journey and meet once again. Okay, with that, we'll come to the end of this program. Was this session useful for you? Was the session and this entire time which you have spent with